People have long searched for the key to solving complex social issues like poverty, poor health, and low education levels. Science has now confirmed that we are a critical piece of the answer. The key is the quality of the relationships we have with one another. Quality relationships, especially early in life, form the basis of who we are and what we will become. Relationships even form the basic architecture of our brains. 90% of the brain's capacity is developed between birth and 5 years of age, with 700 new neural connections formed every second in the first few years of life. Those neural connections are not automatically built, rather they come about through a baby's experiences and relationships. At the Center for Children and Families, we build and support healthy relationships. It's an investment that has an outstanding return. According to Nobel Prize-winning economist James Heckman, supporting the development of very young, disadvantaged children and their families produces an annualized 10% return on investment to society through increased personal achievement and social productivity. Dominique's story is a testament to how the Center for Children and Families works to strengthen families.
I had absolutely no experience before I had EJ. I was scared about how he would turn out later in life, but I had no one to talk to, and I felt like no one understood where I was coming from. I met Miss Ellis, the best counselor in the entire world, told me about teen parenting. Like, I have to go to it. I have to see these people that are in the exact same boat as me and experience what I'm experiencing. Miss Angela came to my house and we did a developmental screening for EJ. When it went so well, it just makes you feel like you're doing right. When you see your child grow up before your eyes and they're doing everything that they're supposed to be, you feel so good about yourselves. The home visit, they give you like confidence because you know you're doing it and that you're doing it, and you just feel so, especially by yourself, you feel so amazing. They just give you so much confidence that it's ridiculous. It allowed me to have a better relationship with my son because he knows when I'm stressed. And it allowed him not to feel as stressed, and I think that made our relationship a lot better because he wouldn't be crying if I'm crying. And just allowed us to chill. I know I'm a better parent because of the program. I don't think I could ask for anything about it, for someone to be there for you no matter what. Because you feel like someone cares that they're there for you, and it means a lot. It means a lot.
What happens when relationships are absent, abusive, or neglectful in a young baby or child's life? The sad fact is that child abuse and neglect literally changes the wiring of the brain. Science is clear that persistent and toxic stress early in life presents roadblocks in the development of key areas of the brain, including the hippocampus, amygdala, and prefrontal cortex. This leads to a 90 to 100% chance of developmental delays when children experience over 6 risk factors in childhood. In Oklahoma today, 1/4 of all children currently have enough of these risk factors to put them in line to experience developmental delays. But just as the brain is especially vulnerable to negative experiences early in life, the good news is it is also very responsive to therapeutic treatments that help children heal and resume their normal developmental pathway. In our work to heal children, the Center for Children and Families provides opportunities for both caregivers and children to work with trained professionals and caring volunteers like Todd.
I've been with the Center for Children and Families volunteering for about 3 years, and I volunteer with the Parents Assistance Program, and that is where parents come either court-ordered or they come voluntarily to take parenting classes, and while they're in class, the kids come upstairs and we play with their kids and observe them and do a little play therapy with the kids, and then are able to report back and add that information to the case. So one of the first things I learned when coming to play therapy was basically what play therapy was. So it was coming and not only playing with the kids, but kind of observing the kids and allowing them to communicate through play, because a lot of kids' verbal skills, whether developmentally or just because they can't put things into words. They do things through play. So whether they're playing with a doll and build blocks all the way around her and put up a wall around the doll, you know, those are things that we can observe and might be something that the kid is trying to communicate. Or the doll and wraps it in 8 blankets because she's super cold all the time, or something like that. So when the kid is relaying that information, my doll is really cold, that's something that maybe is happening over and over in the household. So if we see a repeated pattern in that during our play therapy, then that's something that we can then address, you know, through the whole program with the parents. Sometimes when the kids come, at first they are really reluctant to leave their parents, and they will cry or throw a tantrum and, you know, make a big scene, and eventually the parents will leave. And after a few weeks you can see that change, and, you know, Tuesday comes around and they're just ready to go. They can't get into class fast enough, and you know, then the parents come to pick them up and they don't even want to leave. It's so much fun, and they can't wait till next week. And so you can see that change in the kids, and while you're playing with them, you hear them sometimes say, "My mom took me to the zoo," or "We're going to do this for my birthday." So there's some good things that come out of it, and seeing that change from when they start and they're really timid and shy and don't want to leave, and then when they come in and every week is just like a party because they can come in here and have fun and have the best time of the week.
Providing young children with a healthy environment in which to learn and grow is the first step. Helping children through their school age and adolescent years is key for ensuring every child's chance for success in life. The Center for Children and Families works with hundreds of youth in our community every week to empower them to make positive choices, to learn about and give back to their community, and to build relationships with caring adults. Every day, volunteers and staff get to witness both the small and large ways their relationships have impacted the lives of young people. Those same staff and volunteers, like Megan, receive just as much from the youth in return.
I love working with the children with Center for Children and Families at neighborhood centers, and also working with the staff. I just felt like it's been a very positive place to give back to Norman and also just have fun and meaningful experiences with the children. I first met the Lopez brothers. It was the first semester I started volunteering, and they stood out to me so much because every time they showed up for neighborhood centers, they were willing to help other children. They were super friendly. They were not bashful at all. They would talk to you about anything, and I just have been so impressed with them. When I look back at the accumulation of 4 years, it was a gradual process. I think when some of the children started to share stories with me about their lives, that trust was being built, and that's something you can't get unless you've served a long time. And within the first year, they started to open up to me more and more. As much as I would like to think that I've impacted their life, they've really impacted mine. They are so funny and sweet and talented and artistic, and I've been blessed for them to just be open with me and to let me be a part of their lives as well. But I've just seen them grow into such young men, and I'm just so proud of them.
At the core of the Center for Children and Families is our conviction that relationships are essential, and just one caring adult can make a world of difference in the life of a baby, toddler, tween, or teen. We believe that every boy and girl has the right to grow up safe, nurtured, and loved, and we are glad that we operate in a community that believes that too.